During the night, our boat took us from Floriana to Santa Cruz Island. Upon arriving in the town, we were greeted by iguanas resting on the sidewalk. A little further, we were amazed by the pelicans and sea lions waiting eagerly for a few scraps of fish at the market. Walking on, we soon arrived at the Darwin Research Station.
We have scientists working to make research in this place, but the buildings we saw in the back, those are the National Park buildings. So we have National Park people working here, the scientists working here together to help here. Now, the place we're going to visit today are going to be a breeding center first, right? And that's something that even us, guys, we haven't had access for many years, and now...
The giant tortoises of Galapagos are the most famous of the unique fauna of the islands. While giant tortoises once thrived on most of the continents of the world, now there is only one group living on Aldabra Atoll in the Indian Ocean. The Galapagos Islands were named for the giant tortoises. The Old Spanish word Galapago meant saddle because of the shape of their shells. There are two types of tortoises, the ancestral dome and the saddleback tortoises. The shape of the shell changed due to their habitat and eating habits. Where they had to reach up higher for food, they developed the saddleback shell, while where there was plenty of grass, they retained the old form. One of their most amazing adaptations, their ability to survive without food and water for up to a year, was also the indirect cause of their demise. Once buccaneers, whalers, and fur sealers discovered that they could have fresh meat for their long voyages by storing live giant tortoises in the holds of their ships, massive exploitation of the species began. 2 centuries saw the loss of between 100,000 to 200,000 tortoises. It is estimated that 25,000 wild tortoises live on the islands today. Giant tortoises face other challenges due to the introduction of non-native species by human visitors. The tortoise eggs and hatchlings are eaten by rats, pigs, ants, feral cats, and compete for food and habitat with goats and other large mammals. Giant tortoises were native to each of the big islands. They are now extinct on Fernandina due to volcanism, Floriana and Santa Fe both due to exploitation.
Okay, that's good enough. You'll never come out.
After visiting the research station, we returned to the Montserrat for lunch. In the afternoon, we were taken by bus to the Highlands, where we saw the tortoises in their natural habitat. On the Highlands excursion, we went through a few lava tubes that are a strong reminder of the island's volcanic nature. We saw similar ones on Hawaii a few years before.
Because we have light there and we can see completely, and just inside we can see another lava tunnel. Just mean two lava tunnels in only one single hole. Okay. We have two types of them. Those are mammals, of course, but they live in the low part of the island, close to the ocean. No report. That's the level of the lava. So one was there, then going down. You can see.
Jij bij schijnen.
Oh, niet nodig hier, hè?
Oh, it's creamy. It's difficult to do some
Who's the fan?
Soon after that, we have seen the big tortoises in their natural habitat.
Those ducks are,
endemic.
what's the name of
Galapagos.
Is that the Galapagos ducks?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're eating this stuff. But there are different ones I'm not daring anymore.
Just discovered these islands where there are people living on them.
Oh, I see. Oh,
It's
a election.
Making a run for it. Yeah. Well, I was wondering because, like, you know, I read that book about Thor Heyerdahl and figured that when the people from the islands came across the Pacific and discovered South America.
Where's that then gone? Yeah, these are ruins, but all the giant turtles are free here. We don't feed them, we don't dose, we don't care about them. But only we check that it's a regular, no many animals,
Do they go up into the hills? Or do they miss?
yeah, sure.
These animals are herbivorous, feeding primarily on grasses, cactus pads, and native fruit. They drink large quantities of water that they can store in their bladders for long periods of time.
How old is the big?
Over 100 years.
Oh, he's trying to push them.
Yeah, try it, but the other guy is in there, and that's what is difficult to move him. By the currents, by the, some vegetation help them to arrive there. But now we report two species right here. Santiago Island, one species. Yes, and they build trade nests here.
How many eggs do you eat?
Depends, 6, 8, 10, 14 maximum. It's only the moment when they can refresh food and they have the water in a few places and identify each nest. And they walk for the vegetation to eat or just the water they can drink. So right, not now. But the giant tortoises, they can put their head inside and protect with those legs in the front. Some of those predators.
Tortoises breed primarily during the hot season. A female can lay 1-4 nests over a nesting season, June to December. She digs the hole with her hind feet, then lets the eggs drop down into the nest and finally covers it again with her hind feet. The number of eggs ranges from 2 to 7 for saddleback tortoises and 20 to 25 eggs for domed tortoises. The eggs incubate from 110 to 175 days. After hatching, the young hatchlings remain in the nest for a few weeks before emerging out a small hole adjacent to the nest cap.
was the head back.
Yes, it's a new camera and it goes on to auto flash and you can go in and take it off. But then